Hello, 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 hello. Today's episode of Rise and Vibes is sponsored by the Black Tie Culture Gala. It is October 14th, Saturday. So that's in less than 2 weeks. If you guys have not gotten your tickets, go do that now. You can do that by clicking the link in my bio, the page bio, or Chevy B's bio. Now, today's guest is Metro Jeep Ryderz. I don't know whether to call him like the. You know what? I'll let him tell y'all what he considers himself of the Metro Jeep Ryderz. So I'll go ahead and bring him on. I think I just saw him join. While we wait for him to come on, if you guys have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you go do that now by clicking the link in my bio. So, let's see. I think he should be coming in just a second. Let's see what's going on. You may have to send me a request. Let's see. Hey, sir.
We live. What's up, KP?
How you doing?
Doing good. We live from Underground Creations right now.
I know that's right. So first I wanted to tell you, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk to me and let me pry into your business a little bit.
Yeah, hey, it's all love. Hey, make sure y'all get them tickets from KP for that Black Gala. Show love to him.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So as I was saying before you came on, what would you, I didn't want to misrepresent your role in the Metro Jeep Ryderz. So are you, tell us are you the CEO and founder? Or are you like the head, the chief cook and bottle washer? What are you?
I mean, I'm just a normal person. I'm L Jeep Ryder.
Okay.
You see the hat in the back?
I see it. I was like, maybe it's Taco Tuesday, so maybe they got like tacos in the hat or something.
Nah. KP, look, all year this year I had the hat on. The hat been going there. But I'm Tiquan. I'm one of the founders of Metro Jeep Ryderz. She's another founder of Metro Jeep Ryderz. And we got like 8 more founders. This is a lot of us. It started off as a group of about 8 of us. We used to get together and we used to just cruise through the city. Now it's like about 200 plus. Like it's a lot of us. We love to give back. We love to do a lot for the kids. That's just what we do. But I am one of the leaders though. Definitely.
What year did you guys start?
Metro Jeep Ryderz, the first official time like that I joined Metro Jeep Ryderz, it was Metro Jeepers first. But when it was Metro Jeepers, I think like our first ride out was July the 24th, 2020. So it's been like 3 years. And I mean, we just kept rebranding and, building. It went from just, a group of us riding together to now, we out there. We tearing up the city, literally.
So since 2020, y'all went from 8 to over 200.
Yeah, we went from 8 to over 200, and then we always have our people from out of town like Charlotte, Jacksonville, how can I say it? Atlanta, Alabama, Tennessee, even from Texas. My partner came from Dallas, Texas, Virginia. I can't forget about them either. Richmond, Virginia. They always pull up on us too. They show love too. Chelsea, what's up? She said heavy on Taco Tuesday. Hey, now we at Russell Shop right now. We at Underground Creations. We just got the sombrero on the back.
So I know that recently you had a show. And what number show was that for you?
For us, it was number 3. Because the first show was September the 11th, 2021. That was at literally in the field on Garners Ferry Road. And we packed that out. And then it grew every year. Like last year, we was able to do it where it was enclosed. It was actually at the South Carolina State Farmers Market. And while we was out there, That was number 2. That was September the 10th. And then this year we did it on Labor Day weekend. We did it on September the 2nd at the South Carolina State Fairground. And we was the first to actually do a car show there.
Right.
Like, it was historical. We made the news and all. Like, it was thousands of people out there. It was actually, this year was a food truck festival and Jeep car, bike, and truck show. And shout out to Stitch by Slick, because the last 2 shows he been a judge. He real good people.
Yes. So a little birdie told me that show was stupid packed.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I didn't really get. Of course, I couldn't attend, but I didn't really get to see the pictures. But how many people would you say attended that show?
What do you say, Russ? But we was over 1,200. We was over 1,200. It might have been close to 15. Yeah, it might have been close to 1,500 people out there. I mean, it definitely was a lot of people, you know, and people had their family too. One thing we always do, like when we have an event, we try to do it so that everybody can have a good time. You know, the older, your elders, your young folks, middle age, you know, and we also do it as in, like, the kids be free. Kids 13 and under be free.
Right.
I see my cuz right there. I see Sheena right there. Dope girl, Nate, what's up? I see Ashley, Low Country Jeep Ryderz in the building. Oh yeah, KP, like, we all of us are Metro Jeep Ryderz in South Carolina, right? But we have like 2 other divisions that, like, we grew from just 8 people to, like, you got Metro Jeep Ryderz, which is Columbia, you know, like the metro area, South Carolina, and you have Low Country Jeep Ryderz, which that's Walterboro, Beaufort, Charleston, Mott's Corner, that area, which they building up right now. They the newest one. And then we have Upstate Jeep Ryderz, which is Greenville, Spartanburg, Greer, what it is, Union? Yeah. Upstate Jeep Ryderz, they building up too. It's a lot. It's growing, like, rapidly. I'm not lying, it's growing. We ain't thinking to be this.
Where did your love for? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What'd you say?
Said, we ain't expected to be this many people, you know, but it grows every year. We grow bigger and bigger.
So where did your love for Jeeps come from?
Really, like, my first time seeing the Jeep was New Jack City. You know, I see it right.
You're old enough to know about New Jack City.
Hey, KP, look, I'm young, right? But I was raised by some old heads, you know, like, the way I grew up. Like, I'm gonna tell you the movies that was in rotation, right?
Right.
I'll mess you up, cause they had New Jack City, right?
Right.
You had Minister Society, you know, came pulling up on a 5 on Dayton's. And actually, one of our members got a 5 on Dayton's too. He was at Sheena's show. He was out there. He's the only one out there on them gold Dayton's, on these. And at the same time too, they used to always, like, my uncles and them used to always play that East Coast Riders. So see all the cars, you know. But that Jeep though, I ain't gonna lie to you. With G Money hopping up in the Jeep, I said, yeah, I got to give me one of them.
Yeah, because, you know, you wouldn't think, like I do. When I do know about Jeeps, like, I've never owned one or never had the desire to own one. But what I've heard is, like, they don't lose their value, really. You know, it's a big culture. And let me tell you something. When I was at Nate's show and y'all pulled up, I was like, what the? Where
you was riding down the road with us, and we took the whole road over, man.
I say, okay, they pulling over to let me by. But when y'all pulled into the show, I was like, where the flip did all these Jeeps come from?
Oh yeah, we came from that day we had Low Country Jeep Riders coming from Charleston, and we came from Columbia, and we had some people come from Walterboro that stayed down there too, and we had one of our members came from Augusta. Like, when it's certain shows like that, since that's cuz, you know, that's family, you're gonna see a lot of people pop out, especially with the Jeeps. But then at the same time too, we had a couple of our members, like, I don't know if you remember that candy red Monte Carlo SS with the honeycomb interior. That's LaShawn. She in the group too. She a Metro Jeep rider, but she got her old school. She brought her old school down there. So, you know, we was driving the Jeeps and she was pulling the old school on the back. And then you had my partner D, like I told you, he got the 5 on Dayton's. He was down there too, and he had his wife driving his Jeep. So yeah,
right.
A couple of couple of our members, you know, they got old schools and they got a Jeep too. You know, they gonna pull up in whatever. They just like to, you know, show love to people.
So they got the best of both worlds.
Old school.
Listen, when y'all pulled in, I said, "Oh my God, that is a lot of Jeeps." How many Jeeps y'all had at that show? That didn't even put a dent in the amount of Jeeps that y'all got in the club, because it was a lot. But it wasn't no 100 Jeeps there. I don't think.
I want to say that day it might have been like 30 of us, because you got to think too. I forgot we did have my other cousins with them. They came from Orangeburg. That day I want to say about 30 Jeeps that day.
Right.
But yeah, that's a big turnout, you know, for a show. And when we pull up to your event, we don't just bring the Jeeps. You know, like I said, we bring old schools, other cars too. I got people that rock with me. They be looking for me to post the event so they can bring their short bed out. You know, they Chevelle. You know, all kind of cars. You know, all of us, we just love the car game. Y'all.
So besides the Jeep, if you have not built it, what is your dream car to build?
Me, I gotta go with a Vert. I gotta go with a Vert.
A dump?
I gotta go with a Vert.
A dump, or does it matter?
But them prices, KP though, I ain't trying to see that right now, KP. You know, CC be putting up on us too. He be out there. When he first brought the Cantaloupe bag out, he had the Cantaloupe that I showed last year.
Right. People do not believe when people tell people that the dunk game is stressful. Believe them. Yeah. Believe them, because it's not. The old school game in general is stressful, but dunks, the prices are out of control.
Yeah, and then you got the shops trying to, you know, get over on you too.
Right.
And they try to, you know, I heard some people, you know, they done paid for their car to get completed, and the car ain't been completed in, you know, 2-3 years, 4 years, stuff like that. But KB, we got some nice shots right here putting them dunks together right here in Columbia now. You know, I got a whole
in Columbia.
I can show it out. I can shout out right now. Yeah, like I'm talking about from way back in the day. Like you got Stitch, you got Ultimate Audio, you got Double R Customs. They done dropped a couple of dunks too. You got what KC, a Carolina Toy Shop. You got what you call it, you got Bob and them. They done dropped a couple of dunks. Spooner's Pro Shop. It's a couple of them that put together them old schools, and you know, all types. Oh yeah, I got to shout out my boys down there in the country. Brad and Everett, they always pulling up in them Chevelles and short beds. They just was at Whip Addict show down there. You know, KP, a lot of people wouldn't know this though, but a lot of our cars right here in South Carolina be on the flyers out of town, but they don't know that they from right here. For real. I'm trying to tell you, like my boy Dre, his G-Body, he was at Sheena show. That black one with the Corleones on there.
Right.
He done been with that and Whipped by Waves flyer. Got there Brad with the blue Chevelle with the white stripe with the white interior. He done been on Whipped by Waves and Whipped Addict flyer too. Stuntman flyer. Oh yeah, my boy Chris Brown, he got a Grand National. He done been on a Stuntman flyer. He from right here.
Yeah, I will say, knowing the people that I know in different areas of the country, y'all do have some. And this is no disrespect to anyone that's listening or will listen, but when I say low key, like y'all do have some low key legendary cars in the Carolina. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people wouldn't know because y'all don't really. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the guys and ladies who own those cars, they don't really get up and toot their horn. Like they pull the cars out. People know whose cars they are, but then they don't feel like they have to flex the car. They let the car speak for themselves. They don't do all the talking.
Well, you know, we got the dunk racers. You know, you got CC Dunk Master. But before then, you got if you want to go back in the day, even back on the East Coast Rider DVDs, you got Black Boy, #1 dunk rider. He from there too. Mr. Scrape Customs, shout out to them. They was putting them cars together back in the day too. That was 04, 05.
Right.
So it's like it is a lot of people, you know, that got cars around here that they do go out of town. They do show support to the shows and stuff like that too. They be out there doing their thing. So major, you know, salute to all of them, you know.
What made y'all decide to have a Jeep show?
I mean, 2021, actually on Juneteenth, 2021, that's when we made the group like an official group, you know, like all the way, everything legit. And we wanted to have an event to where, you know, it wouldn't be just Jeeps, but everybody who's in town, everybody who out of town who rock with us, they could pull up and, you know, show love. So a couple of us got together and we decided that we wanted to do a car show. So we came up with the name Metro Jeep Ryderz Jeep Car Bike and Truck Show. That was the first one. And it was a real big turnout. Like, it was put together quick too. It was put together like in a month. I want to say like a month and a week we threw the show, and we didn't know what we was doing at first, but we got it done. We didn't know what we was doing at first, but we got it done though. You know, like, shout out to my boy BG Brandon Gordon. His name on Instagram is Flash Gordon, and he was actually the first judge that we ever had for our car show, and he was on the car scene heavy like that too. So shout out to Swift Car Club and them. Yeah, they been supporting for years. You got a lot of people that been like around us for years. We didn't just start doing this. You know, everybody's seeing it now, but we was, you know, having events and tearing up the city.
Yeah, I think when I started following you, and I saw that, what was it called when y'all all went to the beach?
Jeep Beach. That's in Daytona. That's down there. That's where you from. That's down there in Florida, Daytona.
About no Jeep.
No, I'm talking about that's for your home state though, Kate.
Yeah, Daytona. But when I seen all them Jeeps on that beach,
yeah,
I was like, holy shit.
every year. You seen how what we did, we was going down there, we had the Jeeps on the back of the trailer coming down the interstate. Shout out to Bob the Transporter, you know, Kill Bill Racing, because definitely, like, when he came down there, we had a blast. I'm talking about KP. The police wouldn't mess with us. We was on the beach. I had the grill rolling. The people from Atlanta, they was out there frying fish on the beach. Like, we had, I ain't gonna lie, every year that's like how with the big rim racing, you remember how y'all had a big rim Super Bowl where, you know, you got the Florida Classic. That's like our Florida Classic for the Jeeps though, except it's not just us, you know, it's like it's all kind of people, you know, like Indians, Asians, Puerto Ricans. People be importing their Jeeps to come to Jeep Beach, literally. And you got people coming from all over the nation right in one spot. It'd be thousands of Jeeps. I ain't lying.
What time of year did they do that?
It's at the end of April every year. I think it's April the 29th to April the 28th, because we usually go down there on Thursday, to May the 1st or the 2nd, either one of the two. But it's leading into May. Like, it's definitely crazy every year. That's like,
listen, when I seen all them Jeeps, you say it was thousands of Jeeps.
Thousands.
It was so many. I was like, where did all them Jeeps come from?
Yeah, thousands. You got us, like I say, we got Melanin Jeepers. That's like all us nationwide, you know. And they'll be there and put together our itinerary for us to meet up at, you know, meet and greet. But when we'll get to the beach, like, going out there, we got to get out there early in the morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning, because by 10, the whole beach be full. And they don't let nobody else drive on us. So then you got Jeeps driving up and down the strip. So, yeah, that Jeep Beach is something serious. Like, it's like the Super Bowl. I ain't lying. That's like the Super Bowl.
Yes. So y'all prepare all year for that.
Yeah, like, because it's like the beach, you want to see some raw Jeeps, but they actually have a whole vending section for, like, all the sponsors, like, that make, like, PRV, DS18, Viking coilovers, all kind of people that's building the Jeeps. They showcase their Jeeps at the Daytona Speedway, you know, and it's different. Like, it's big. I've been going since 2021. Like, they started it back up after COVID 2021. Now, up this way, they have Jeep Jam that's in October, but it'd be nice, but it don't be that Jeep Beach vibe, though.
Where's Jeep Jam?
Jeep Jam is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay. So it don't be thousands of people there?
It'd be, I can give them 1,000 or two. That Jeep.
That's not bad,
that
though.
Jeep Beach, though, it'd be like it'd be like 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Like people from all over be out there.
You know what I love about you? You can just see the excitement and the enthusiasm when you talk about the Jeeps. You can
Yeah,
tell that you love it because you just when you talking about them or when you like I remember when you was talking to me about the event that was gonna be at the fairground, right? You was like you was talking and you was just it's just you have this glow about you when you talk about the Jeeps. I love that. You
yeah.
could
And
really tell
it
you love them.
ain't just the Jeeps though. I love everything. I like the old schools. I like the Jeeps, the lifted trucks, the bikes. Cousin them be having the badass bikes. I ain't lying. She pull up, she shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta give people their flowers. And so I'm gonna tell you a funny story, which is totally off topic about Nay, right?
Yeah,
We was at Big Metro Lady show last year, I think. Maybe it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. Maybe. I'm not sure when it was. What was it, earlier this year or last year? But either way it go. I seen her pull in and I took a video of her and I had been like probably only following her for about 3-4 months or something. And so I walked back over and told Callie, I said, Nay is here and I gotta go meet her. I've never met her. So me and Callie standing there talking and Nay walks over and she's like, excuse me, can I get a picture with y'all? I love y'all. I was like, look at that. I had just said I had to go meet her because I like her. And that was to me said, you never know who watching you and you never know what I'm saying, who already is a fan, because we were like mutually fans of each other, but you never know who's a fan of yours. That's why you got to do right and treat people right.
oh yeah. Definitely show love to everybody. Like it's definitely like some people that's in the game that got a big name, and then you got some people that's on the rise, and then you got some people who just be vibing. And like a lot of us, we just be vibing. We hit the road and go to different shows all year long. Like I'm talking about, cause I know for a fact I ain't seen that many people on flies like her this year. This
Yeah.
year she done been on about 80% of the shows out there. I'm talking about all the way down to the people from up north down here to the fight scene. She even been on the fly with Nava in the top 5. Shout out to her.
It's definitely been it's definitely been a Nate takeover this year. I won't lie. And I love it.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of her. You seen the billboard she posted the other day?
I did. I definitely did.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Like I love it, cause like you say, I love to see people get their flowers, and she deserves it. She been going hard for a good minute. Like I ain't even gonna lie, when we did the show at the fairground, like that week right before the show, and they put us on that billboard that say the fairground. I knew it was official then. I was like, damn, look at us.
I think I think what makes me love it, well, like when I see people doing their thing is because people don't realize, like with us being melanin people, I feel like if you win, I win.
Yeah,
Or if they win, I win. So whoever wins, I feel like I win. And
definitely.
I don't think a lot of people have that mentality. I think a lot of people are in competition. I'm gonna tell you one thing too. When we was at that show, and I'm gonna try to get the saying right, right?
Yeah,
I think you remember when we were standing up there and we exchanged shirts, me and Nay, and we was holding there, standing there, taking the picture. She said, I think she said, collaboration is better than competition. Oh
did.
my God. I was like, I love this lady.
She did. You held up her shirt, and she held up your shirt. Yeah,
Right.
that was definitely dope right there. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
love it, especially like you, Chevy B, a couple more females like that ladies that's in the car game, and y'all really be doing y'all thing too. Major salute to y'all.
Yeah. What's one thing that you wish you could change about the car culture?
I feel like with the car culture in general, I wish it was more love. I wish it was more love between all of them, because like at one point you did see all of them together as one, like at the beginning, and you seen a real big turnout. But then it's the fallouts, and it got kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just that right there, more love. Like them loving on each other. It shouldn't take somebody passing away for all them to come together, you know. But I hate it happen like that, but that brings them together.
Yeah, I think the problem is, and I frequently refer to this. When Savvy used to be on the scene really heavy, he said this thing: you got these people that are actually car purists. What that means is these people love cars. They are on the car scene because they love the cars. And then you got these people who are bandwagoners, like your favorite team. Now their team is winning, so they jump on the bandwagon, and now all of a sudden they acting like if it was the Cowboys or the Panthers or whoever it is. They winning now, so they own the bandwagon. But some people have just been around the cars and love the cars for a really long time. And I think the bandwagoners are the ones that F it up because they are here for the clout. They are here for um just to jump on the bandwagon, and they're not actually here because they have a genuine love for the cars and the car culture. So I think those are the people that F it up.
Yeah, in a sense like that, yeah, you got a lot of people who feel as if, you know, that's their team, they're going to rep their team, and they're going to say, you know, oh, we ain't never come together. It's always going to be, you know, at the other side. If we want to be correct, but, I mean, Savvy do have a point on that one. It was a lot of people at the beginning that had a love for cars, but well, they might have had more than one car at a show at a time. Now you don't even see those same people come out no more.
Right. And
You know,
I think they don't come out because if listening to the people that I know that don't really come out anymore, it's just different. You remember, you kind of young, so you might not even really remember this. Maybe you do.
That big rim racer for a minute now.
You remember?
It's in 2014.
Yeah. So you do remember, I heard you allude to East Coast Ryderz. So you remember the East Coast Ryderz days. And you remember when Dump Master went up to Low and them shop and did a donut in front of their shop. And it wasn't even like no bad blood after he did that. They all used to go all and sit down and eat together. And everybody was, I won't say they was friends. They wasn't eating Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner together, but they had a mutual respect for each other. And not only just them, like people in the car world in general had a mutual respect. We knew that we was all here because we love these cars and trucks or whatever we love. We was just here for the love of the vehicles. Now people are genuinely in it for, okay, nobody wants to do anything for free. Let's just be clear. Ain't nobody trying to be working pro bono. But a lot of people are just in it to be opportunistic. They're just opportunists, and they see this as a cash cow. So they're here just for the opportunity. They don't love the cars. They don't care about it in a way that a lot of us do because we grew up on this stuff. Like you just said, when you seen New Jack City, you knew you was going to get a Jeep.
I knew it.
You know.
Another reason too, KP, I was like this. Before I bought the Jeep, I had a car. I wrecked the car, right? The car had lost control, like because of the rain and oil from an 18-wheeler. I was riding behind the 18-wheeler and the car lost control, right? I was terrified. I said, man, I don't want another car, but I said I want a convertible. I got to have something, the top come off. You know, the top come off the Jeep. So I was like, yeah, I got to get the Jeep now. So that's what I had did. That's how I had got that Jeep, you know. But that's true, though. Like, I mean, I've been around cars all my life. I grew up seeing my uncles and them. They had 64 Impalas. You know, my other uncle, Cool V, he had a photo 76 Caprice. Used to come to all the shows. Shout out to Glover Paint and Body down there in Orangeburg. They had them cutlasses back in the day, you know, the G bodies. I mean, I've been seeing that for a long time, you know, so I love to see that.
Right.
You know? I got a different kind of love for the car game. It ain't just one specific, you know.
Right.
But
I will say this. I don't love all the cars, but now I have grown a respect for, because like I never really liked box Chevys. But but dealing with people like Box Chevy World and Boost Doctor and Mr. Hensley and you know, Cut the Check, dealing with people who are legendary box people, you know what I'm saying? Now I have a respect. Because for me, you got to realize when I grew up, Box Chevys was police cars and taxi cabs.
Yeah. The box Chevys used to get you a box Chevy for $1,000, $1,500.
You can't get one for $1,000 now.
Nah, the cheapest one you might get for about $4. Like,
Right.
it might need a transmission.
Right. But like I said, like even with the Jeeps, right? I don't particularly care for Jeeps, but when y'all came in the way and when y'all do what y'all do, that gives me a respect for y'all. You get what I'm saying? Now, will I ever buy a Jeep? Probably not. But I respect how y'all move and the work that y'all put into y'all Jeeps. So
Yeah.
I love the vehicles in that way.
Oh yeah, it was one KP. I ain't gonna lie. If you made it to the show, you would have seen the details. You know how they frame out the dunk? He framed out the Jeep. Like my partner from Dallas, he won King of Show at Stitch. Stitch was the judge. He won King of Show. My partner Blue Pipe from Dallas, Texas. He literally took the frame off the Jeep, powder coated it white. The axles that's underneath the Jeep, candy red. Everything is in sequence of white and candy red, even down to the interior, the gear shifter, all that. The half doors, candy red. Like he went in. He got Corleones too. Corleone 4s, 26s on 42-inch tires.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Because those cars are already like a Jeep ain't cheap. First of all, those are not cheap cars. I don't know the exact amount a base stock Jeep gonna cost, but I know they ain't cheap.
Yeah, he definitely he just got the Jeep done right before our show. Literally, he drove it out the shop, put it on the trailer. I think he drove 13 hours over here to put it in the show, and he won the King of Show. In the first, of course,
Wow.
travel too, but yeah, you got some people coming really hard with these Jeeps. Like how shout out to 95th Street President, how he say every boat, every screw. But yeah, man, like you got to think when you already all that stuff together, right? And it's factory, but you take all that apart, change the axles, change the axle housing, put the lift kit and all that on there, and you got all this powder coated and painted that add up quick. That's what they doing when they frame off. They touch everything, and
Right.
it was detailed down to the T. That's the truth.
So what are your plans next for? You gonna build another Jeep? What you doing?
My plans right now, KP, I'm a businessman, KP. I'm trying to find 2 more sources of income by the end of the year. That's what my plans is. These cars, they will always be here.
Right.
And money, I gotta go get it. Earlier I told you, I said I'm trying to make it back so I can get on the podcast, KP.
Right.
But yeah, that's my plans right now. I'm trying to, we working. We ain't lazy, we working.
Do y'all have a date for next year?
Not yet because it's different. I know that the venue's
Right.
at the South Carolina State Fairground, but it's going to be in September. I don't know if it'll be the Labor Day weekend next year. It might be the weekend after. I don't know just yet until I meet with the staff over there. But I do know that they actually do the parking for the USC Gamecocks. So we have to go based off of their schedule. They have a home game. They ain't going to be able to have the show that specific weekend. But if it's the weekend that they free, we can have the show. So that's the only thing right there. I probably know something around January, February, that time. It'll be out way in advance. I usually try to put
Go ahead.
When it comes to planning out the show, I usually try to put it out no less than 3-4 months in advance, because that give people it's kind of fresh, and it give them an opportunity to say, hey, let me go ahead and book my room, let me go ahead and plan to make it here.
We can agree to disagree on that, because I'm gonna tell you who I really look up to when it comes to promotion, Mr. Let's Get It.
Oh yeah.
On the day his old show is over, either the next day or the next week, he put his new date out. So nobody can't say, oh, I ain't know when he was having his show. You telling a lie, because he already done put his new date out. The new date is September 28th next year.
Yeah. Yeah, my boy, he official now. Me, I don't know about putting it out a whole year in advance. I kind of like drop it after a major event so that they can anticipate. It's like, oh man, we just did this. Everybody in tune. Then boom, drop it on. Like, damn.
But you also have to realize that people, like, different people is in different places financially, right?
Yeah.
So say, for instance, your guy want to come from Texas, and it's not somebody that, may have, a lot of resources. That gives them time to go ahead and pay for their, get their money saved up. That's my thinking. Like, because I have traveled literally all over the country to go to stuff for cars. So my thinking is, what if it's okay? What if they got to bring their whole family, get an Airbnb? It's a lot of stuff that goes into traveling to deal with this car stuff. I know right? But it's just you, right? You don't have a whole family to bring.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you bring your whole family, then you got to get an Airbnb. You got to get a hotel room. Some people, I done seen some people fly out to these events too. Like,
Right.
they car, but they want to come support. So they flew in. They got them a rental car or whatever. So yeah, that is a valid point right there.
Yeah. Somebody said they think the hype dies down if you post it too early. I'm gonna tell you how he don't let his hype die down. He promote. He goes all around the country, promote. He have on a shirt that say LGI Fest with the date. He is a great promoter.
Dude, every year in the same spot in Union County Dragway, you ain't gonna have no phone signal out there, but guarantee like it's gonna be everybody and their mom out there. And then I like how the Marcus do it too, the way he be like, this right here. You can get your tickets as early as this right here. You can be at an event and go ahead and get your tickets from them for the low. You ain't got to wait till the end and pay for the high. You know what I'm saying? I like that about him.
Right. But here's the other thing too. When you talk about that signal, right? We ain't had no signal, but we had a ball.
Hey, you seen the video? What that is? The Truth had posted with Gina and then Chevy right there, like, no.
Yeah, with him dancing. I recorded that video.
Yeah, we been in the staging lane lit, man. My boy Jay, he from Columbia too. He got a lifted up Silverado on 30s by 16, and he was the one that was jamming at the top of the staging lane. And man, like, we had a ball out there. I ain't lying. The food been good too.
Right. So even though we ain't had no signal, we took videos. When we finally got out of there, we was able to post. But and that's the vibe. That's the vibe that I'm always chasing. You know that, right? I'm always chasing a vibe like that when I go to a car show or any type of car event. I'm chasing that type of vibe.
Well, you remember the staging lane, like, after Buddy had wrecked that Mustang, you remember the goddamn staging lane was crazy because who that was on there? Jay was playing the music, but then he had the Marcus was on the microphone, and he had the microphone to CC. They talking about, we got free alone for everybody. Everybody come get something to drink. They was out there fucked up in the staging lane. I ain't lying. I was like, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I still ain't drinking no liquor. Last time you see me, I ain't drink no liquor, right? I was sober the whole time. I done did a whole month, no alcohol, no clubs. I'm drinking water right now.
Look at that. I'm proud of you.
But next weekend, though, I don't know about that. My partner, he had his own coming after party, and I might have to come out of retirement for a night and then go get back right.
Listen, I don't know any time I think I ever went to a race and danced in the staging lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great time.
Real. Every year, man, I'm talking about the vibes, definitely, but that's how we be doing it down here. Like, when we get out here, we ain't want no problem. You know, everybody, they gonna race, they gonna bet their money, they gonna talk trash, but they gonna show you love at the end of the day. You know, we all family.
Right.
Somehow, that's all.
Right. What would you want your fans, followers, supporters, hell, I guess even your haters, what would you want them to know about you?
With me in general, just know that I feel like my blessings come from how I bless others. So all year round, I'm trying to bless somebody. I'm trying to go to their event. I'm trying to show them love. You know, all my people who got clothing lines, brands, I try to buy their stuff every time I see them. You know, I try to do stuff for the kids. Like I know, end of this month we probably about to do a trunk or treat for the kids, and I know that in November we gonna do a another blanket drive. We ain't did it last year. We did one the first year where we collected blankets. All of us had when it fed the homeless and passed out blankets to them. I feel like this year we might do socks and gloves too. So like, just know that we having a whole lot of motion over here. If you want to be a part of the team, come be on the winning team.
So you said you're not sure what date the show is gonna be next year.
No, it's gonna be
You
in
should have.
September though. It's gonna
Okay.
be the same location, but it's September. But as far as the date wise, we don't know whether it be Labor Day weekend or it might be the weekend, not the Labor Day weekend. We don't know just yet. Like we got to go out based off of the USC Gamecock Stadium. Like we literally be right in front of Williams-Brice.
Okay.
So, like,
So where's the next place we can catch all those badass Jeeps?
I mean, you can catch us in the city anytime. You know? Like I know this Saturday we're gonna be at the Richland County Columbia, not police, fire department. We're gonna be in a parade this Saturday around about 11 o'clock. It's gonna be a nice vibe, you know. Every time, like when it starts getting cooler, we try to do a lot of community events, you know. Give back, throw candy to the kids. You know, you might see us come through. How Greasy say coming through.
Like I said, it's always a great vibe talking to you because I could tell you genuinely have a love for this car stuff. You're not out here faking like you love the car stuff. You genuinely have a love for the car stuff and a genuine love for the people. And don't be walking around people's shows with no bullhorn, please.
Oh, yeah, I got the bullhorn in the Jeep right now. I should have grabbed it out for the interview. I didn't even think about it. I ain't gonna use it because man, they had me as a DD on that golf cart. You seen the golf cart we was on? We was driving Rolls Royce Covenant out there. I ain't lying, KP. You couldn't feel no bump in the road on that golf cart. You couldn't feel no bump in the road or nothing like. So yeah, I couldn't, and I was sober too. You know, everybody else been getting towed up, so I ain't get a chance to get on the bullhorn. But the Marcus gave me the mic too, so I said something on the mic.
Well, those are all my questions. Anything else you want us to know before we get out of here?
KP, tell them about your event while you over here. Tell them about your event.
So Saturday, October 14th, the Black Tie Culture Gala is happening in Lithonia, Georgia at Glitz of Atlanta. It's 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Tickets are on sale. You can get them in the link in my bio, Chevy B's bio, or the Black Tie Culture Gala. And we are going to have an amazing time. We're going to eat, drink, dance, and have a ball.
They need to be there early. What time they need to be there? You know, black people be a little bit late. What time they need?
Well, it's 9 to 1. So no matter what time you come, you paying and it's going to end at 1.
Oh, Lord. What going to be on the menu?
I think we're going to go ahead and put the menu out shortly. But, of course, we got to have some chicken.
Yeah, you got to have some chicken.
Definitely gotta have some chicken and some sides. We're not trying to fool nobody up. We're just trying to make sure y'all get a little something on your stomach so that when you drink, you're not, tore up.
You got to have some mac and cheese, man. I got to have some mac and cheese in it.
I just said we trying to make sure you got a little food on your stomach.
And it's a black tie. I feel like black tie. Like I got to eat good, KP.
No, you need to dress up. Come eat and drink. Eat a little something, drink, dance, and have a good time.
Y'all gonna have black bottles in there?
Maybe.
Oh, no. I ain't know. I'm not relapse on drinking. I don't know.
Listen, we ain't trying to make you relapse.
Well, I'm already telling you, cause next Friday, y'all liable to see a whole live video, and we gonna be right there at the Comedy House on Decker Boulevard in Columbia for Lower Richland Homecoming after party. I promise you. the parking lot gonna be on fire. They're gonna say, "Who let them out the door?"
I'm gonna have to make sure I see the footage on that because it sounds like it's gonna be a good
Yeah, you
time.
already know how we be, KP.
Yeah, y'all do have a good time. I
Yeah.
can't say y'all don't.
At City Show, what we be doing? We be posted up right there having a good time. Like, even at Stitch Show, we had a good time. They don't let the kids be outside. The kids be having more fun than us.
Right.
Like, that's what we doing for. I mean, any way, shape, or form in this car game, it's gonna be an older generation and a younger generation, and then you got the babies who's looking at the both. You know,
Right.
they learning things. You know? They only gonna know what you show them. You know, if we show them more love, they gonna show more love. You know.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know no better way than to end the interview. I appreciate you.
We appreciate you, KP. Look, I'm gonna let them know about the Black Tie Fair, and like I said, you remember I told you, ATL definitely got a group down there too, and Chevy know how to get in contact with them, so they should definitely come through that too. And at the same time too, KP, you know you more than welcome to come up here anytime. Just let us know.
So
From the
so you trying to tell me I am an honorary? How you say? Is it Carol? How you say it? Carolinian? Carolinian?
We gonna just say we gonna cut that short. We gonna say you from Carolina.
Okay. All right.
Carolina, ain't that what Chevy say that day?
Yeah.
I stay in Atlanta, but I'm from Carolina. I said, which part?
Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to sit down and talk to us.
You're welcome, KP. How you say? I'm definitely finna get ready to get back on this grind, but any upcoming events, just make sure to let us know. You can catch us in the streets anytime, right where we at. And we'll be sure to post it up on our Instagram what we gonna be doing, you know, for the public. Because we do like to support the community, you know. And it's getting cold out.
It's definitely getting cold outside. I'm ready to move back to Florida.
I mean, it ain't that bad down here. Like, in the morning time, it might hit 60, but in the middle of the day, it'd be like 87.
That 60 is too cold.
That's too cold. I'm used to it down to the 40s in the morning.
We're going to agree to disagree. On that note, sir, you have a good night.
All right, KP.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, guys, if y'all missed any of today's episode of Rides and Vibes, you can catch the full replay on my YouTube channel. Click the link in my bio, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and catch up on any of the past episodes. Be mindful, we've been doing this since 2019. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode of Rides and Vibes, and I'll see you again next Tuesday. Have a great day.